パンクロックグループセックスピストルズを育て、パンクの仕掛け人と言われる洋服屋の息子マルコム・マクレインとカバン職人の娘ビビアン・ウェストウッドのコンビは、パンクを商品化して世界に知られる存在になりました。ロンドンファッションのメッカとして有名なキングスロードの外れにある彼らの店ワールズエンドから新しいパンクのファッションが生まれています。
The punk movement given to the society then 6 years ago when it started.
What influence did it give?
To the society as a whole.
I think it talked about people becoming very young and irresponsible again and becoming children and losing all their inhibitions and all the pre-packaged ways of being what we term a responsible citizen. A responsible citizen became somebody you considered rather a bore because it was somebody that never questioned anything. And punk rock's greatest asset was that it questioned everything, and that's why it stayed alive for so long. It was a critique and an attitude, and it developed into a lifestyle which no one can ever really destroy because it's so basic, especially to young people, you know, because of all the things that are prevalent today here in London and probably overseas in Europe and certainly in America now, where work is a very difficult thing, where to get a job tends to be something that is not even very satisfying, where music is becoming more and more packaged, where your culture itself is becoming more and more controlled without very much creativity in it. Punk rock has the critique to make people step out of the norm and become something else. And that's why it's so great.
パンク時代と銘打ったファッションショーの準備が進められています。彼らのショーでの主張は子どもの心を持つことだと言います。山高帽や黒人奴隷の服装などを従来の価値観から離れ自由にアレンジすることで現在の社会を風刺しているのです。こんな彼らの行動をニューロマンチズムと賛美する人々もいるし、裏切り者と呼ぶパンクたちもいます。
Make people feel very good, and people can change things when they feel good.
Have you changed?
Yes, because everything I do is very close to my culture all the time. To be alive is to always be in contact with your culture, and life deals terrible blows, and that's wonderful.
今ロンドンではパンクを単なる流行のファッションとして受け入れている若者も少なくありません。
fashion for me is boring. I like when people express themselves with something that's their own thing, something personal.
As you say, it's the story of my life.
Fashion is doing what you want to do and not doing what you see in the shops.
ダイアナ王妃やジャッキー・オナシスのデザイナーとして知られるイギリスのトップデザイナーザンドラ・ローズのデザインにもパンクファッションの影響が見られます。
But I wouldn't consider myself punk. I'd consider myself a person who experiments with fashion. And sometimes the experiments fit in with how people think of punk. Sometimes they're pure experiments in making artistic and wonderful dresses.
イギリス経済の見通しは暗い。右手に失業、左手に社会保障という若者は増えこそすれ減ることはないのです。高度に福祉の発達したイギリスにとって構造的な経済不況は大きな矛盾をはらむことになりました。そしてイギリスの悩みが深まれば深まるほど怒りのやり場のない若者たちの苛立ちは続くのです。グエンさんは4年前街であったサラージをモデルにパンクの若者たちを描き続けています。1回のモデル代が1ポンド、日本円にして500円程度。これがサラージュの唯一の労働なのです。
What do you think about punk in general?
I think it's very sad. I think it's sad from the point of view of the fact that a great many of them are unemployed and haven't very much future. I think it's very brave because they have succeeded by spending practically nothing on their really rather garish outfits in having a tremendous influence on both the fashion and the music and the whole way of life of today. They haven't had the benefit of big fashion houses or music promoters, and yet if you look at the fashions designers like Sandra Rhodes and people like that, they all have got certain punk colourings and punk decorations now. And at the cost of buying a few bicycle chains and a collection of latchkeys and whole packets of studs, they've managed to create a most exciting and interesting visual appearance.